Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right. We are live. How we doing, everybody? What is going on? We are live. Let's get to it. All right. We're going to give it a few more minutes, let some more people get in here. Then we're going to jump right in. Yeah, it's serious. It is serious. How we doing, everybody? All right, so I have a few.
Could you try again?
I have a few things I want to go over. All right, let's see. So there are 4 things that I'm going to be going over with you guys today. Number 1 is going to be dropping 75 pounds in 7 months. I really want to highlight somebody that I'm super proud of. So his name is Chris. He dropped 75 pounds in 7 months and he's still going. He's still losing body fat. Now he actually put on, I want to say, a good 45 pounds of muscle since he finished dropping off the body fat. And he's still nice and lean. So I really want to shout him out. Now, for everybody here that would like to lose 75 pounds in 7 months, I'm going to just break down the meal plan that he followed in order to get this done. Very simple. So every day for breakfast, this is what he ate. It was a protein shake made with 2 scoops of protein powder and water, or it'd be sugar-free almond milk. The brand of protein powder that I recommend is Protolite, just because it tastes good and it gives you a lot of protein, not a lot of calories. That was breakfast. Or breakfast would be 2 cups of egg whites with some vegetables with that. That was breakfast every day. Both of those options are going to give you 50 grams of protein or more, and the calories are going to be very low. Next, for the lunch, it was 8 ounces of grilled chicken or salmon. Ladies, you can do 5 or 6 ounces of the grilled chicken or salmon. And we did that with vegetables. The same exact thing was eaten for dinner. Right? 8 ounces of grilled chicken or salmon with mixed veggies. As a snack, it would be Greek yogurt or it would be a protein shake. And the only thing that he was drinking was a sugar-free beverage. So it would be either water or it would be diet soda, but whatever beverage he was drinking, it had to have 0 calories. That's the simple eating plan. That's it. And just eating like that consistently, not compromising on the diet, not having little cheat meals here and there, he was able to drop 75 pounds in 7 months. And you can do the same. This meal plan is very simple and it will work for everybody here. Let me repeat it just so that you guys fully understand it. For breakfast, it was a protein shake or it was an egg white omelet. For lunch and dinner, it was chicken breast and veggies or it was salmon and veggies. And as a snack, it'd be Greek yogurt or it'd be a protein shake. And no soda, no juice. Whatever you want to drink, it has to be 0 calories. And then eating like that on a consistent basis allowed him to drop 75 pounds in 7 months. And I've seen, literally, I've seen thousands of people drop a lot of body fat within months by eating like this. Very simple. Now, if you want similar results to that, if you comment the word coach, I'm going to send you some more details. All right. Now let's move on to. Thanks, babe.
You want mine? You want mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. My wife just brought my breakfast for me right here. This is 7 ounces of. I'm trying to show you. This is 7 ounces of chicken breast with 2 eggs. Right? Amazing breakfast option. The protein is super high, and it's not a lot of calories. Put it right there, babe. All right, so let's look at some questions before I go into the next topic. I weigh 203. How much protein and calories should I get in order to reach 175? All right, so you want to lose 20 pounds just about. You should be getting in close to 170 grams of protein every day. And you got to be in a calorie deficit. That's going to depend on how active you are. Most men can safely be losing body fat eating around 17 to 1800 calories a day, even if they're sedentary. So I would start with 17 or 1800, but your best bet is going to be for you to calculate how many calories you need to eat. And you can do that very simply. Just go to Google and it's going to tell you how many calories you need to eat. It's going to give you a good estimate. So you start there. You try that out for 2 weeks. And if you're not losing any weight, you have to eat less than that. If you're losing weight too quickly, you can eat a little bit more than that. All right, let's see. See if we have any more questions. Any veggies? Yes, you can eat any vegetables. You're welcome, Dontrell. All right, let's move on to topic number 2. Topic number 2 is this. Is it possible to lose 100 pounds in 6 months? Yes, it is. I did it myself. Was it easy? Of course not. It was extremely difficult. Let me tell you exactly what I ate. So I only ate 2 solid meals a day. I would eat 8 ounces of chicken breast with some vegetables for my lunch. And I would eat 8 ounces of chicken breast with vegetables for dinner. And that was it. Every now and then, I would snack on some fruit. Now, the reason why this worked is because it had me at such low calories, I was able to melt body fat off. All right. And I literally did this every single day for 6 months straight. So by me being so low in the calories, I was able to drop a lot of body fat. And the chicken breast, it gave me a decent amount of protein. Not enough to not lose any muscle, but it gave me a decent amount. I was probably getting in close to 100 grams of protein a day. And like I said, whenever I was unbearably hungry, if I ever needed like a snack, I would just snack on some fruit. And the thing is, when you follow a meal plan like this, at first, it's very difficult. Like it is very difficult, but it does get easier as you get used to it. And then you find certain tips and hacks that you can implement that makes dieting like that easier. So like I learned that caffeine is a good appetite suppressant. So if you drink caffeine, you're not going to be as hungry. I learned that if I'm busy, like that's also an appetite suppressant. If you keep yourself busy, you're not going to be as hungry. So I know it can be intimidating to try to follow a strict meal plan or to follow a meal plan like this. Change of any kind, if it's a big change you're going to be making, it will be intimidating. But if you make the big change, you're able to see amazing results. This was my difference. 6 months, dropped 100 pounds. The diet, it was scary thinking about eating like that. But I did it, and I was able to lose 100 pounds. And I can tell you this, the pain and the discomfort of following a strict meal plan and not eating the foods that I wanted to eat, it was 1000% worth it. Because after some time, you begin to love it. You begin to realize that the more I diet, the more I go to the gym, the more I do what is uncomfortable, that is directly leading me to looking the way that I want to look. So, like if you tell me I just got to give up McDonald's for 6 months, and I could this was the first time in my life that I was able to see abs. And all I had to do was eat chicken breast and veggies. Easy. I'd pay that price every day of the week. First time in my life that I've had a 6-pack. All I had to do was just not eat any more Oreos, not eat any more cereal, not eat any more McDonald's, no more pizza. Easy. Now this right here, this was Chris. He lost 75 pounds in 7 months. He told me when he saw that picture of him on the left, he said it broke his heart. He said this picture on the left, it broke his heart. So he wanted to make a change immediately. What did he do? Every day he just followed this meal plan. Protein shake for breakfast, salmon and vegetables for lunch, salmon and vegetables for dinner. Very simple meal plan. He did it day in and day out, and then he has abs. He has abs now. So I know that it can be difficult to wrap your head around it, but it is so simple. It's just get a meal plan and follow your meal plan consistently, no matter what. Right? So for everybody in there that wants similar results to this, you can comment the word coach in the comment section. I'll send you some details. Next topic. We're going to be talking about what to eat for breakfast. What should we be eating for breakfast if we are trying to lose body fat, build muscle, tone up, just look completely different? So instead of eating cereal, muffins, or bagels, or that little coffee with the mocha syrup and all the whipped cream and all the sugary stuff and all the pastries for breakfast, eat one of these three options that I'm about to give you. And this will help you drop your body fat down, build muscle, so you will look way more toned when you look in the mirror. Like you'll see muscles that you've never seen before. Your clothes will fit differently. And I'm really serious with the breakfast thing because it's the first meal of the day, and you just you get an early win early in the day. It's like I'm literally about to eat me 2 eggs and some chicken breasts. This is my breakfast: some chicken breasts and 2 eggs. Wife just made it for me. High protein. Not a whole bunch of starches, not a whole bunch of sugar. Not stuff that's going to make me have love handles. Eating like this makes you look like an action figure. Okay, so option number 1 for breakfast. You can do 2 cups of egg whites with mixed veggies. So you can get liquid egg whites, measure out 2 cups, cook that up, eat that with some vegetables. Option number 2, you can do 8 ounces of chicken breast with 2 eggs. That's what I'm about to have. Option number 3 is you can do a protein shake with 2 scoops of protein powder. All right. Those are the 3 options. Now, if you want like a full meal plan, you can comment the word meal and I'll send you like a free meal plan and like a video on how to follow the meal plan that I'll send you. But back to the breakfast, these are 3 options. There are literally like 1,000 other healthy things you can eat for breakfast as well too. But if you don't know what to eat, if you just want something simple to start with, you can start with this. You can do a protein shake, or you can do 2 cups of egg whites and veggies, or you can do 8 ounces of chicken breast with 2 eggs. Very simple. And that is my goal here. Like I want fat loss and fitness to be simple because I know it can be very overwhelming and confusing. So my recommendation is you get a simple routine. You get some simple meals and you just repeat those meals on repeat. We are creatures of habit. I could give you the perfect plan, but if it is too complex, you're not actually going to follow it and you're not going to get results. The best way to guarantee that you get results is to make it simple and easy for yourself. All right. I'm going to take some questions before I move into the next topic. Is creatine good for everyday use? Yes, creatine is good for everyday use. The way I take my creatine, I put my coffee at. Yeah, I guess I'll throw it away. But I drink a coffee every morning. So this is my creatine. I put 10 grams of creatine in my coffee every morning. Ladies, you can take 5 grams of creatine. I take 10 because I weigh 215 pounds. So the bigger you are, the more creatine you can take. Now, creatine, it has a whole bunch of benefits. There's some good stuff that it does for your brain, but I'm going to focus on what it does for your muscles. So it basically helps you work out longer and feel stronger during your workouts, which helps you build more muscle mass. So everybody should be taking creatine. It does not make you gain body fat. It doesn't even help you lose body fat, but it does help you when it comes to your muscle mass. Okay. Next question is, what about light bike riding instead of walking? I have bad feet. Yes, bike riding is fine. You just want to be active. If you're trying to lose body fat, you want to be active. I recommend trying to be active for at least 60 minutes a day. Sometimes I say 30 to 60 minutes, but honestly, you should be active for 60 minutes a day. Um, and this is especially true for the people who have sedentary jobs. There are some people out there that don't need to do any cardio. These are the people that, they're active, they don't struggle with weight loss, they have active jobs, etc. But if you struggle with weight loss and you are very inactive, I recommend you try to set aside, not even try, I recommend you set aside 60 minutes every day for some type of physical activity. That could be playing pickleball, that could be riding a bike, it could be walking, it could be swimming, but do something active every day for 60 minutes. And that should be a law that you follow. Not like that should be law. Every day for the rest of your life, I got to do something active for 60 minutes. On Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings, okay, me and the kids going to go to the trail and we got to walk. Or we got to ride our bikes. That law, if you follow it, will change your life. Were you still losing 5 pounds a week towards the end of the cut too? Yes, I was. It did slow down, but what I did to stop it from slowing down is I just did more cardio. I did more physical activity. Now, the latest cut that I did, it did slow down. Like my last cut, I was losing like a pound every 2 weeks. So it does but I was very lean. So the leaner you get, the slower things move. How to lose arm fat? Please reply. So the way that you lose arm fat is just by focusing on losing body fat. So look here, I lost 100 pounds. I lost arm fat. Look at Chris, he dropped 75 pounds. He lost arm fat. When you lose body fat, you lose fat from everywhere. Your face, your arms, your legs, you lose it from everywhere. So just focus on losing body fat, meaning focus on eating right. So like the meals, you need to follow a meal plan. Like I'm about to eat a healthy meal. Eat good. Do your cardio and lift weights. And most of all, be consistent. And you will lose body fat, meaning you will also lose arm fat. Now, while you're losing arm fat, if you want to tone them up a little bit more, you want them to be a little bit firmer, you should be strength training as well too. So you should be lifting weights. $1,600 calories a day, good for me to lose fat. I'm 260 pounds, 5'9", 54 years old. Yeah, 1,600 calories a day will definitely have you losing fat. Depending on how active you are, I estimate that you'll be losing around 1.5 pounds a week, possibly 2 pounds a week if you're active. Bro, can I fast and work out? Like do intermittent fasting. So can you do intermittent fasting and work out? Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. The most important thing, or what I really want to know is, what are you going to be eating while you incorporate fasting? Because that's most important. Let me show you this. So this right here is an example of what a full day of eating would look like for me, right? So meal one, it's 1 cup of egg whites, 3 eggs, some mixed veggies. Meal two would be 3 cups of mixed veggies, some chicken breasts, and my dinner would be some mixed veggies and some chicken breasts. And my snack would be some fruit. I wouldn't eat this much fruit, but this would be my snack. It'd be fruit. So you could eat this much food and still do intermittent fasting. The only thing that means is you'd be eating this between 12 and 8 o'clock or whatever time window you have. That's the only thing intermittent fasting means. It just means I'm going to eat from this time to this time. Now, this helps because it stops you from snacking on things like all day. But if you can just be disciplined and eat your breakfast, then your lunch, and your dinner, and only have your snacks, you'll lose weight. So that's what I really want you to focus on. You're doing the intermittent fasting, which is good, but you need to have a plan on what you're going to eat and what time you're going to be eating it. And anything outside of your plan, don't eat it. What if you're intolerant to egg whites or eggs? What would you do in its place for breakfast? I would do a protein shake instead of the egg whites or the eggs. Literally, I've eaten steak for breakfast. I've eaten chicken breast for breakfast. I've eaten salmon for breakfast. So I'm not really like, I will eat lunch meals for my breakfast or dinner meals for my breakfast. But like the simplest answer would be to do a protein shake. You could even do like a cup of cottage cheese and put in 1 scoop of protein powder with that and have that for breakfast. All right, now let's move on to the next point that I have. All right, if I had 90 days to lose 30 pounds, these are the 3 things that I would do. All right. Believe it or not, this is like a 30-pound difference, and this was more like 75 days, not even 90. So 30-pound difference done in like 75 days. So these are the 3 things that I would do. I've done this before, and I have plenty of people do this. So this is literally, if you do what I'm about to say, you'll drop weight and you will get these kind of results. I can't imagine you not losing 30 pounds in 90 days if you do this, unless you're very light. Like if you're somebody who weighs 110 pounds, and you're not going to lose weight that fast. Okay, but if you're like 200 pounds, 180 pounds plus, then like realistically, I can see you losing 30 pounds in about 90 days doing this. So number 1 would be, I would follow a meal plan where I'm eating a protein and vegetables 3 meals a day. So an example of a protein would be chicken breast or salmon or steak or eggs or fish. I'd be eating a protein with vegetables for 3 meals a day. Now, with one of those meals, I would give myself the allowance to eat some carbs. So I'd eat maybe a cup of rice for my dinner or maybe my lunch. But I'd eat carbs with one of those meals. And the next thing is, I wouldn't be doing any cheat meals. All right, I wouldn't be doing any cheat meals. If you know how to count calories, though, and you can fit a cheat meal into your calories, like, you're fine. But this is for the people who don't want to have to worry about counting calories. These are simple tips for you. The next thing I'd be doing is 30 to 60 minutes of cardio every day. I would get on that Stairmaster, or I would walk on the treadmill with an incline, or I would walk outside, or I would play a sport, but at least 30 to 60 minutes of cardio gets done every day. The last thing is, I would be lifting weights at least 4 days a week. Now, lifting weights is not necessarily going to help you drop pounds on the scale, especially in the short term. Like, it's not going to help you short term, but it will stop you from losing muscle mass while you're losing this weight. So I would definitely recommend everybody here be lifting weights 4 days a week if you are trying to be dropping a lot of body fat. That will help you save your muscle. Okay. Now, if you guys want to follow a plan like that, if you want to give a plan like that a try, if you comment the words fitness app, I'll send you my fitness app and you can try out a meal plan, cardio plan, and a workout plan for free. Just comment that and me and my team will send you the information on that. No, actually comment the word plan, not fitness app. Plan. That's what I have the automation set up. It's plan, not fitness app. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Is incorporating Quest products good? Yes. I don't recommend you do protein bars every day. I don't recommend you do their protein chips every day. But on the days when you are really craving something sweet, I would rather you do a protein cookie or a protein bar or some protein chips instead of Doritos or instead of Oreos or instead of regular cookies. I'd rather you do the protein one. It's just a better option. It's going to have less calories and more protein. And even if you are going to be doing the Quest chips and the Quest protein bars, you shouldn't be eating 5 protein bars a day. That will completely stop you from losing body fat. That'll have you gaining weight. You want to do like 1 protein bar a day. Happy Wednesday. Happy to say I have lost 39 pounds since May 1st. Woo! Everybody check out Rebecca. I love it. I love it. This is what happens when you put in the work. What would you recommend for beginners when it comes to weight? Um, it depends on how strong you are. So start light. Make sure your form is good. So when you're doing your exercises, make sure you're doing perfect form, and then just buy heavier weights and go heavier as you like if you're lifting a weight that just feels too light, go a little bit heavier, and then go a little bit heavier until you find that weight where you can lift. It feels heavy, but you can still use good form. That's where you should be. That's where you should stay at. So for beginners, start light, focus on form, and just go heavier as you need to. Can someone with type 2 diabetes do this? Yes, a meal plan like this is excellent for somebody with type 2 diabetes. Like, this is excellent. Okay. It's not going to be spiking your blood sugar. And guess what? You can add some carbs in with each one of these meals. And it will not be spiking your blood sugar. It's going to help you drop your body fat down. Yeah, this is excellent. Does late night eating junk food make you gain weight? Yes. Yeah. Most people in here have gained weight because of eating junk food late at night. And I say that because most of the people that I speak to that have gained weight, it's because they eat a lot of junk food late at night. So 100%, that is like one of the number one causes. Even if people are following a meal plan, it's the eating junk food late at night that makes them gain a lot of weight. I am 44 years old, 278 pounds. I'm a male. Please help. So Donnie, the number one thing I could say is get on a meal plan. If you get on a meal plan and you follow it strictly, you will see instantaneous results. Look, you weigh 278 right now. I can promise you, if you ate what I have here, and if you only ate this and nothing else, you'd be losing at least like 2 pounds a week. Right? Now, let me read out what this is. This is a cup of egg whites, 3 eggs, and some mixed veggies for breakfast. This is like 8 ounces of chicken breast and some vegetables for lunch. It's chicken breast and vegetables for dinner, and some fruit whenever you need a snack. But don't overdo it with the fruit. You do that, you'll start seeing results immediately. You do that for a month, you'll drop like at least 10 pounds. At least. And that it realistically could be more. Most of the people that I work with that are in that upper 200-pound range, when they work with me, they drop 20 pounds their first month. So if you really want to follow something like this, you'll start seeing results instantaneously. You're going to feel better. It'll be crazy. All right, let's see. What else we got? Is it possible to lose 111 pounds in 6 months? It depends. It depends on, so look, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. Now, let me give you what I did, and it was hard. I was running 10 miles a day. I was jogging 5 miles in the morning every day, and then 5 miles in the evening every day. And I was only eating chicken breast and lettuce. Every now and then I would have a few grapes, like a few, not a pound of grapes. It'd be like 15 grapes or something. It was a few grapes. That's what I did, and I was lifting weights, pretty much every day. Like, it was like at least 5-6 days a week, and I did that consistently every day for 6 months. So it is possible, but it's hard. But yeah. But I was 260 pounds. If you're like 300 pounds, if you're heavier, then it will be you'll lose weight a little bit quicker than that if you do what I did. But I put in a lot of work. That was definitely not something that was easy. Most people, I've seen a few people be able to do that, but most people, they could realistically lose 60 to 80 pounds in 6 months if they really push. I was crazy. That's why I dropped so much. Let's see. Can you tweak those two meals? Can you tweak those two meals into one somehow? I do a protein shake for breakfast, 2 scoops. Yeah, you can. You can turn the 2 meals into one. Um, like if you wanted to eat. So I do 8 ounces of chicken breast for lunch and dinner, or that's what I was doing. If I wanted to turn that into one meal, it would just be like 16 ounces of chicken breast and veggies, which is a lot of food. But I would do it because my goal is to at least get 200 grams of protein in every day. Like I try my best not to go lower than that because then you're not going to be holding on to as much muscle. You start to sacrifice some muscle, and that's not what I want to do. Now, let's see what else we got. For snacks, can we do Greek yogurt with blueberries and strawberries? What about almonds and walnuts as snacks? I'm not a big fan of snacking on almonds and walnuts because they're pretty high in fat, which means they're pretty high in calories. So if you are going to do almonds and walnuts, you have to use portion control. I like to get the packs that already have like one, they already come packaged. So one pack is 100 calories. Thank you, baby. So this would be, if I was going to eat almonds and nuts, this would be what it would look like. This pack I know is 100 calories, and this is nothing. It feels like air. So this is why I'm not a big fan of almonds and nuts because you eat a whole handful of almonds and you just ate like 500 calories, and now goodbye deficit. So it sucks. How many pounds would you drop? If you're talking about that meal plan that I was just talking about, where you're doing a protein shake for breakfast, chicken and veggies for lunch, chicken and veggies for dinner, and you're only snacking on fruit, like most people drop 3 pounds a week. Like most people I work with drop 3 pounds a week. That's like the average. The people that are heavier, they drop more. The people that are crazy that just come in here, they do as much cardio as they can. They drop more. But on average, people drop 3 pounds a week. Man, I was just about to ask about the headaches as well. When I try to lower calories, it happens. So it could be the starches that you're dropping. So if you drop your carbs very low, then I could see how you would start to have some headaches. So if that's going to be the case, you don't have to take your carbs to or your starches to zero. Instead of just doing chicken breast and veggies, do chicken breast, veggies, and one slice of toast with your lunch. Do chicken breast, veggies, and one slice of toast with your dinner. You can have a little bit of the carbs, just enough so that you don't get headaches. For your breakfast, if you're used to eating a muffin and a bunch of sugar for breakfast, then we're going to do a protein shake, and you can add in half a banana with your shake, just so you can get some carbs in. I want to lose 60 pounds in tone. Okay, so if you want to lose 60 pounds in tone, just follow these 3 rules I'm about to give you. This is literally what I would do. I would do a protein shake every day for breakfast. I would eat meat and vegetables for my lunch. I'd eat meat and vegetables for my dinner. I would only snack on 1 protein bar, or it'd be fruit. I'd also do 60 minutes of cardio every day, and I would lift weights 4 days a week. And I would just run that plan consistently. I would do that every single day. No cheat meals. And I would drop 60 pounds, like realistically within 6 months, 7 months, or 8 months. But it would happen pretty quickly. Like I said, when I want everybody here to really visualize their goal. Like, look at this. This is Chris. He went crazy. He lost 75 pounds in 7 months. Was it easy? No. Because in his mind, it's like when you're trying to diet and lose weight, you don't see the end result while you're doing it. The only thing you're feeling in the day-to-day is the sacrifices that you're making. It feels like, dang, I can't eat this pizza. I got to eat chicken breast and broccoli instead. It feels like, dang, I can't eat the McDonald's that I want to eat. I got to have a protein shake instead. It's when you're trying to lose weight, you are literally forcing yourself to not do what your brain is telling you to do. Your brain wants pizza. Your brain wants McDonald's. Your brain wants ice cream and cookies because this is what you do every day. You've been doing that for a long time. That's what your body is used to. It tastes good. So your brain, it wants that. You have to fight against those natural urges day in and day out. But when you can just envision what you could look like, that can give you the strength to like push through. Look at this. 7 months of sacrifice, and here we are. 3 months of sacrifice, here we are. 6 months of sacrifice, and here we are. All right. So for all the people that would like similar results to this, and you are ready to work, you're ready to grind, you can comment the word coach, and I'll send you some more information. All right, let's move on to a few more questions. Any advice for shin splints during cardio? Your body will get used to it. You know, you might not want to do intense cardio every day. So you might want to go intense and then take 2-3 days where you lower the intensity and then you go intense again. But from my experience, it's just your body will get used to it. What is your go-to protein powder? My go-to protein powder is something called Proto Light. Proto Light. Tastes amazing. You trust me, you guys are gonna love it. Everybody that tries it, like they love it. I'm looking to gain muscle. Should I be doing 1 hour of cardio like you suggested? If you're trying to lose body fat, then yes, you should be doing 1 hour of cardio like I suggested. If you're just trying to gain muscle, but you're somebody who like you just don't gain weight, then no, you don't have to do any cardio. But if you're somebody who you struggle with putting on body fat, meaning you can put on body fat easily, then do 30 minutes of cardio every day while you are working out and doing your cardio. Fat burners, are they good? Tiffany speaks Jesus. I love that name, Tiffany. Fat burners, are they good? Yes. They could be good. Fat burners can be good. So when I used to take fat burners, what they did for me was they were just like a big appetite suppressant, and it was like a stimulant. So it was like I drank 10 coffees. You know, like you would just start sweating and you just wouldn't feel like eating. And you just get hyper. So it would just make you move more. That's how they help you burn more calories. It just makes you more hyper. So you just move more and you don't feel like eating as much. What about perimenopausal women? Would the regimen be the same? 100%. 100%. I work with a lot of women that are like perimenopausal, going through menopause, like post-menopause, that they're in their 60s and 70s, and the plan works for all of them. I kid you not, it works for all of them. If you follow a meal plan, do your cardio, and you lift weights, the plan will work for you. Advice for saggy man boobs. I'm only laughing because of the way that you said it, not because of the situation. So advice that I have for saggy man boobs would be to, number one, like let's say I'm in your shoes, right? My goal would be I need to lose body fat and I want to build some muscle while I'm losing this body fat. So what would my plan be? This would be my meal plan, because my meal plan needs to put me in a calorie deficit so I'm losing body fat and give me enough protein so I can build muscle. So every day for my breakfast, I'm going to do 8 ounces of chicken breast and 2 eggs. That's going to be my breakfast. Every day for lunch, I'm going to do 8 ounces of chicken thighs and some vegetables. Every day for my dinner, I'm going to do 8 ounces of chicken breast and some vegetables again. And if I need a snack, I'll do a protein shake. That's my meal plan. I'm also going to do 60 minutes of cardio every day, because that's going to help me burn off that body fat, burn off those man boobs even quicker. I'm also going to be lifting weights 4 to 5 days a week, and I'm going to be lifting weights seriously. I'm going to do a day where I train my legs. Then the next day will be my upper body. Then I'll rest. Then I'll train my legs again, then my upper body again. And that's going to help me build muscle while I'm losing the man boobs, so I look more muscular. And that'd be the plan that I would follow. Okay, Daniel? If the protein powder has sugar, how many grams is too much? To be honest with you, I've never seen a protein powder that has so much sugar that that's just an issue. Most good protein powders should have around 23 to 25 grams of protein and only 120 calories. That's a good ratio for calories to protein. So every scoop should have close to 25 grams of protein and around 120 calories. If you can find a protein powder that fits that ratio, you're good to go. All right. Are frozen vegetables good also? Yes, frozen vegetables are fine. Joe West says, best thing I can tell you is always get them fresh. That's not necessarily true. Um, frozen vegetables are fine. Hey, how do you, should I, okay, what? How do you, should I be doing every day? Do you mean how much cardio should you be doing every day? If you're trying to lose a lot of weight, then I would recommend 60 minutes of cardio, especially if you're inactive. If you're kind of active, then you can do 30 minutes of cardio a day. So I have some friends, right? They're both trainers, right? In person, they train, right? And I do 60 minutes of cardio a day. And I was talking to one of them. He was like, oh, that's a lot. I was like, nah, not really, because like at the end of the day, me and you probably will burn close to the same amount of calories, even with me doing 1 hour of cardio a day and you not, just because you're way more active than me. When I look at your story on Instagram, I see you coaching, you're moving around a lot. And look at what I'm doing right now. I'm sitting down talking. So if you're inactive, you doing that 60 minutes of cardio is just going to help you burn more calories so that you match up with people that are more active than you. For snacks, can we do Greek yogurt with blueberry? Oh, answer that one. Yes, you can. I cannot do more than 20 push-ups. How can I do at least 25 in a row? Just be consistent. Keep doing 20. Keep doing the most that you can, and then eventually you'll get stronger. And then it might even be next week. You'll be able to do 25 in a row. What about oats for breakfast if I'm trying to build muscle? Oatmeal is fine for breakfast. I would do oatmeal and have a protein shake with the oatmeal because I would want to get in some protein with my breakfast too. Um, yeah, like for the people that want to really lose weight quickly, then I'd say, you can skip the oatmeal. But if you really want to have like some energy for your morning workouts, and if your focus is on like putting on size, you can do oatmeal for breakfast. Just add a protein shake with it, or put in a scoop of protein powder with the oatmeal. I'm thinking about taking creatine, but I don't know when to take it. Any tips? So you can take creatine at any time of the day. I take creatine, I put it in my coffee. So I put 10 grams of creatine in my coffee every morning. That's my routine. Just try to find a way to fit it into your routine. So you might want to take your creatine right after you brush your teeth, or you want to take it right before you go to bed. But just pick a time and just do that time consistently so you don't got to continue to think about it. I'm sorry, I missed what kind of protein you recommend in the protein shake. So I recommend a protein powder that has at least 25 grams of protein and around 120 calories per scoop. A good brand is Protolite. I'm gonna type that in the. I'll put it in the comment section. I got 5 months to get in shape. I'm 16 stone 7. What would you recommend me doing? Okay, so if you got 5 months to get in shape and you really want to work, yeah, let me show you what I recommend you do. Yeah, I'm gonna use Chris as an example again. Let me tell you exactly what he did. Number one, this is what you eat. For your breakfast every day, do a protein shake. For your lunch every day and your dinner, you're gonna do chicken or salmon with vegetables. That's it. And if you need a snack, do another protein shake. That's what you're gonna eat every day. Okay, every day. No, no cookies, no compromises. Do that every day. Number two, 60 minutes of cardio every day, or at least 5 days a week. You could take 2 days off if you need the rest, but at least 5 days a week, 60 minutes of cardio. And then finally, lift weights 4 days a week. Okay, that's what I would have you do. Now, if you need a workout routine, if you comment the word plan, you'll get sent, or I'll send over my fitness app, and I have like free workout plans on there that you can follow. It'll be nice and structured for you. But that's it. Eat what I just said, eat. Do the cardio like I just said, and lift weights. 5 months, you'll look like a whole new man or woman. Is 10 minutes enough for doing cardio? 10 minutes is better than nothing. Is it enough for you? Like, if you're telling me I want to lose 3 pounds a week, is 10 minutes enough? Probably not. Yeah, probably not, but it's better than nothing. So do it. And if 30 minutes is intimidating for you to do mentally, then just do 10. Then you'll build your way up to being able to do 30 minutes and then 60 minutes. I think I missed it, but I'll ask anyway. What to do about late night snacking? I have a problem with Lifesavers gummies. So, Trell, the biggest thing I can tell you to stop you with the late night snacking is to throw away all of those snacks. Anything that you don't want to eat, throw it away. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to stop smoking, I would like I'm throwing it away. Get aggressive for this goal. Throw it away. Instead, buy some fruit. Like buy some blueberries and some strawberries and snack on that. Ooh, that's a really good tip. Yeah. Instead of the gummies, snack on some berries. Good morning. How do you make your coffee? I can't tolerate black coffee. It's too bitter. Yeah, I can't drink black coffee either. It's disgusting. So I feel you 100%. I put cream and stevia in my coffee, but I don't drag it with the cream. I put a little bit of cream, and I put some stevia in it. And I don't even put regular cream. I put like the cream I use. It has sugar in it. It's like the flavored cream. To be honest, I'm not perfect, but yeah, I can't stand black coffee. My coffee probably has like around 70 calories in it, and I use stevia, which is a 0-calorie sweetener. Bacon and eggs good for breakfast or not? Probably not. I would do, if I wanted to do bacon and eggs, how would I do that? I'd probably do a cup of egg whites with 2 eggs and 2 strips of bacon. That's probably how I would do it. And I would try to find bacon that isn't super high in fat. Yeah, 70 calories. Yeah. I like the Chobani sugar-free creamer. Oh, yeah, that's fine too. That's better than the regular one. Breakfast protein shake, lunch chicken and veggies, snack protein shake, dinner chicken and veggies. Yeah, exactly. The quince. Yeah, you can afford it. I'm still in a weight loss phase. No, 70 calories isn't bad. Yeah, you will be fine with a 70-calorie coffee. You'll be fine with that. But I do agree with you saying that. There's some people, like when you get in shape, your mindset can change from what you have to do to get in shape. To get in shape, you got to be stricter than you were when you're just trying to maintain. I feel like a protein shake is not enough. I'm hungry in an hour. So if you're looking at breakfast, instead of doing a protein shake, I'm about to eat 8 ounces of chicken breast and 2 eggs for my breakfast right here. This is my breakfast. This is going to keep me full for a long time. I actually need to eat it. My wife made it like 30 minutes ago. It's probably cold now. How many pounds of veggies? So I would do 4 cups of veggies or 3 cups of veggies. Oh, yeah, this is cold. Whatever. No, you good, but you don't got to do that. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in with me, and I'll catch you later.